Hey guys, hope you all are doing well and fine this evening. I'm gonna do a review on EOS. It seems the whole crypto market is going pretty crazy, so this is going to be a short and sweet video. I'm going to look at a few key things. Obviously, you guys know EOS has been exploding quite a bit. A lot of people are getting into it. They have some great announcements that came out uh, quite some time back, and now recently, if we look at EOS, it seems they're getting some great responses, and them launching the Space Invaders game on blockchain. It seems they're doing pretty well. They came up with a new DApp. They won the BBox First Community Voting. They have some good stuff going on. Now, if we look at EOS as a whole, there are some gains. There's some good stuff happening. So this is another one of their social announcement that they had about the EOS launching the Space Invaders game. If we look at the token as a whole, we see that in the past 30 days it has gained 211%. And in the past 7 days, about 2%, negative 2%, whereas in the last 24 hours, it's getting about 3.5% or so. But if we start looking into EOS's chart, if we look at TradingView, you got a lot of buyer sentiments, positive buyer sentiments. A lot of people are asking, suggesting it to be a buy. Obviously, there are some cautions with it because this coin has gained a lot of momentum in the past month, so it's seen a huge amount of gain. But just being cautious. I mean, as I mentioned, within 30 days, 211%. So that's quite a bit. So if we look at a bit of the technical analysis on this coin, if we look at it, this is something that I was working on. I've been working on it for a few weeks now, but if we look at the 4-hour chart, we can see a huge uptick in the price. There's a lot of buying going on. You see a lot of green candles here. You see some major sell-offs here too, but a lot of green candles. If we look at the RSI and the MACD, there are a few things. There are some positives and some negatives. In terms of negative, if you just look at the 4-hour chart, there was if you look at this MACD, there's a huge buy. A lot of people buying here, whereas the sell-off is not as much, but the volume of selling is there. But if you look at the overall MACD, it seems there are a lot more buyers. Now that could also be due to an anticipation of a new something big happening, right? However, the price has been going up for some time now. If we look at the RSI at the 4-hour chart, it's about 50, around 50, which is not close to the bullish mark. We want around 60, 65 is what I look at it. But if we look at this 1-hour chart, it's pretty interesting. We could see a convergence in the MACD where we see a squeeze coming in. The MACD is starting to contract more and more, which suggests we might be up for a bull run. Because if we look at this, if we look at the support levels the trend lines for the support that I can kind of draw out here, we see there was a decent amount of support at 53,915 satoshis. But there was a huge price jump, and then we saw a support at around 169,000, 170,000 satoshis, and it's still moving up. Now, if we look at the chart, it's starting to push towards the 60% RSI. So I'd be cautious, having some tight stop losses set, but I look at this as a pretty good bull run. This almost looks like a flag to me, and I think there's going to be another flag forming if you look at the one-day chart, I think there might be another flag forming further up. So that's my thought on EOS. I think it's doing pretty well. Again, cautiously optimistic about the coin, but they're seeing a lot of momentum, and this momentum might just carry them. If we look at the one day, oh, look at this. At the one-day chart, the RSI is up, is quite bullish. It's at above 60. So that's what I mean. I mean, cautiously optimistic, but I think there's a pretty good chance this might go further up, much further up than we can expect. So if we look at the 15-minute chart, it's kind of following this trend line, this resistance over here. It is squeezing. It is kind of diverging in here, right here. So look at this. That's a pennant right there. So from a granular perspective, I think we're going to see more uptick because we've seen a bit of a correction here from around 24,000, 25,000 Satoshis, and we've come down to 19,500 Satoshis. So that's my thought process. Let me know what you think. This is obviously my first video here with Blockchain Wizard. Give me your comments, concerns, questions. I try to not clutter my maps or my charts too much. Some of the key things that I'm looking at are RSI and the MACD and just the overall volume. And this has kind of worked for me. So give me your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think, how I can improve the videos. You know, this channel is dedicated to learning and trading like a wizard. I'll try to give you my, you know, my best thoughts, my best approaches, and my thought process into these. Like I said, I don't like to clutter my charts too much. Keep it simple. Look at the basic fundamentals of how the coins could move forward. You know, I did this for traditional stocks. I continue to do that for my own portfolio, but you know, this is something for crypto. I also have other ideas that I've published. You know, I recently started doing this, trying to publish some of these ideas. So right now you're not seeing too much, but I've gotten some really good comments and views on AE's, Affinity's charts, which have been really, they've kind of followed exactly what I've set out. ADA seems to be following exactly how I set it out. BQX has been setting out exactly how I had it. BTC, obviously, so and ETH as well. So you could definitely go check out some of the ideas that I've published. You know, it's under my name, Arjan P100. I know I created that before I created this Blockchain Wizard, so don't be confused. But that is Blockchain Wizard. That's my, you know, those are my ideas. That's what I've been thinking. So hopefully this works out. As we can see further into 15-minute chart, the MACD is squeezing even further. So I think this is a great buy right now. I think there's a huge uptick to this EOS coin. Obviously with tight stop losses. And good luck. And let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.